Excuse me. Oh, that's hot. Hello, lovelies. Okay, so first and foremost, I know that it's been a super long time since I've been here and updated everybody on what's going on in my life. I've just been through the windmill. Is that the saying? I've been through it. Let's just go with that, okay? I've been through it over the last couple of months. So let's start with my crazy neighbor. And I'm talking batshit crazy. So I should have known something was up when this one time in the middle of the afternoon, I think it was about 3 o'clock, and I have all the text messages, so if anyone wants to dispute any of this, feel free to message me. So I think it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was watching World War Z with my friend Francois, and I get a text message that's like, are you watching a movie or is the world coming to an end? LOL, which obviously was, you know, like, it's loud over there. And I was like, I messaged back and I was like, why can't it be both? So we sort of laughed and we left it at that. And then one night, I think it was like around 8:30, and I was, speak of the devil, hold on. And I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and I had actually sent a message to her in advance and said, hey, by the way, it's the premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race, blah, 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 blah. Around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, I get a message that's like, hey, friend, can you turn it down a bit at 8:30? So I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. No big deal. So for the first couple of times, like she would message me at like 8:39 and ask me to turn it down. I was like, yeah, no problem. But then I started feeling like a prisoner in my own home. And so, so one day I was like, no, I was like, you're just acting like a spoiled brat. And the next day I apologized. I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. I was under a little stress. You know, I'm trying to keep the peace. You know, the whole keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. So I decided I'm gonna like apologize, and she's like, oh, no problem. I know that wasn't my Sam. Girl, ain't your property, first of all. And so then a couple weeks later, I'm sitting here, I'm watching TV, and I'm like alone. I'm watching TV, and my TV is barely at like 11, which like I can't even hear in the bedroom. And the funny thing is that she apparently could hear everything in her unit, yet my neighbor's bedroom, that's literally behind that wall, she couldn't hear anything. So how's it possible she's hearing everything over there, unless she's actually trying to listen to it? Like listening for it just so she could bitch. I bet you she was one of those kids that when her parents went to kiss in front of her, she'd be like, no, stop. Don't do that. And they would actually stop. Because this kind of behavior, this kind of spoiled brat, rotten behavior is a learned behavior. Someone taught her to behave like a selfish, spoiled brat. She didn't just learn that on her own, first of all. And like I said, listen, if anyone wants to like see the text messages, I have proof. There's nothing defamatory in these statements because they are in fact accurate, because just like Whitney Houston, baby, I got the receipts. So there's that. Then, lo and behold, December 1st comes along and she's moving out. But not before she called the cops on me, because I posted a video on Instagram, which, by the way, she is the reason my Instagram is now private, and I filter everyone out because of her and her fuckery. Yeah, so one day I posted a video because I got like a complaint from the condo board about the fact that I was making noise before 9 o'clock and I was closing my cupboard doors too loud. Get over yourself! So the cops come, and I have actual video of the cops coming as well. I have a voice memo or a video of them showing up and being assholes. Because, you know, sometimes that's the way the cops are around here. took the video downstairs while I was at the front door, and they were going off. They were trying to tell me that living here wasn't like living in a prison, and I was overreacting, and I wasn't taking any responsibility on my own, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, that's not it at all. I was like, I take full responsibility. I was like, the way this building is maneuvered is shit. Like, oh, it's in here somewhere. The way this building is maneuvered or built is shit, because my kitchen is next to her bedroom. And also, so one night we were texting, and she was, we got into a little bit of an argument, and she was like, most people sleep at night. And I was like, I'm sorry that not everyone has your schedule. I feel bad for anyone who would have had to work like overnights around here being her neighbor. I feel bad for her new neighbors. Okay, so then after all this cumfuckery, she moves out. I go back on my antidepressants, which I've been back on them now for nearly a month. And actually over a month, because it was November 8th that I started my antidepressants. That was when the police showed up and treated me like shit. And like my friend Lilith said, she was like, if you were francophone, they wouldn't have talked to you like that. And that's the truth. The cops here do not like English speaking people, most of them. Like when you come to Quebec, it's not the Quebec people that are the problem, it's the fucking cops. Just saying. So I go back on my antidepressants, and then when I'm there, the nurse is like, we have a problem. Your blood pressure is really high. And I was like, what do you mean it's really high? And she was like, it's 176. Hold on one second. 176 over 121, I think is what it was. 163 over 121. And no, 173 over 121. And then it changed to 163 over 121. Or however, whatever. And so she's like, you need to talk to your doctor. So I go into my doctor, and my doctor's like, oh, you have high blood pressure. And I was like, well, what does that mean? He was like, you're a walking heart attack. So I've had to give up drinking alcohol. And I'm obviously on a low sodium diet, but I've always been on a low sodium diet. So all of that shit mixed together is just not amazing. I'm just saying. It kind of sucks. But yeah, I thought I would come on. I thought I would give this little update. Everything so far has been going good, and things are coming back around together. You're probably not going to see me here that often anymore, like I told you, the moment I stopped making money here, and the moment that things turned the way they turned with the whole, being able to monetize my videos and maybe having like a great outlook or whatever, I stopped. Like, I can't be bothered to work with a company that isn't willing to work with me. And this is just greed. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just greed on YouTube's part, so I don't want to be a part of that. I'd rather work on my adult content and actually get paid. So yeah, so I thought I would come on. I thought I would jump in here and do a little video, and yeah, I'm so sorry that it's taken so long. I'm sure you'll see me again in the new year, maybe before then. But I love you all. Thank you for sticking with me and sticking by me through all of this. As always, there's 3 things that you can do at the end of every single one of my videos. Number 1, comment down below, join the conversation. Number 2, share this with your friends, family, and coworkers. And number 3, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I will catch each and every one of you on the flip side. Bye. Oh, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and all that other good stuff.